Hey, good afternoon. This is your host, Sean Wilson. Welcome to Real Pro Fridays, where, as it says on the screen, where we interview and we showcase industry partners, including real estate agents, title companies, homeowners insurance companies, and home inspectors and things like that. Our goal is to make sure that we bringing you the content that would help make your home buying experience or your home selling experience enjoyable. All right. And today we have an awesome fantastic guest today. Her name is Charlene Traylor of Coldwell Banker. I'm going to bring her on really, really quickly, but just a little bit about me. Just want to bring me up real fast. Sean Wilson, sales manager, New American Funding out here in Waldorf, Maryland. I'm a musician. I'm a family man. And so just a regular person, just like you. I'm just in a different role than you are, and I'm looking forward to helping you and talk to you more about how you can make your home buying dream a home owning reality. But uh, uh, without further ado, we're going to bring up Miss Charlene Traylor.
Hey, good afternoon, Sean. Hey, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. How you doing today?
Great. I'm doing excellent. It's a
Fantastic,
beautiful day out
fantastic,
here in DC, so I'm great. I can't wait to get out and enjoy a little bit of this weather.
outstanding. You got some plans for the weekend?
Other than watching the Super Bowl and helping a client find a new home,
I know
that's
that's
pretty
right.
much it. Yeah.
Who's your team?
Well, I'm from Boston, so I am a New England Patriots fan. So at heart, that is my first love. But as far as who's playing, I'd like to see Cincinnati win, if I'm honest.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. And so I am a fan of the winner. So
Yes.
whoever win, that's the team I was rooting for. How's that? Outstanding.
Excellent.
Hey,
Excellent.
hey, listen, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Charlene Traylor?
Yeah, so as I said, I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts. I moved to the DMV to pursue my master's degree in forensic psychology, and I've been working in the human services and community development sector for now about 21 years or so. And it's just been a great experience to be in the nation's capital and just to be a part of so many initiatives to end homelessness and to develop communities. So,
Outstanding. And we hear Nation's Capital's coming alive behind you. I hear them.
yes.
Never a dull moment, right?
Never,
Never
never,
a dull
never.
moment. So we were talking about what you do in the marketplace to help home buyers and to help home sellers achieve the goal that they are reaching out to you for. And I understand you came up with top 10. Let me bring that up really quick. We got a top 10 list, and I'm gonna send this out to everyone who registers. Everyone who registers today, and you can go ahead right over here to this website and register. And the reason we want you to register is so that you can receive the free information that we have for you. One of them is this top 10 list for home buyers and home sellers. All right. And so I know that you have a system and a process that you go through when you kind of talking to your home buyers. And let's talk about them for a second.
Mhm.
What in your process? Give me a couple things that you think is important for your home seller to understand. Out of this list, what is the one or two, or maybe three things that you would say and why?
Yeah, well, thank you so much again for this opportunity to be here. So one of the first things that I would tell any home buyer is to please start saving for your home and your closing costs as early as possible. As everyone know, home buying is expensive and it's probably going to be
Yeah,
one of your largest expenses that you may, have in your lifetime. So please start saving as early as possible. Every little bit counts.
exactly.
Definitely saving is important. The next I would say is know what's on your credit report, and how to dispute inaccurate credit. That's extremely important because it will definitely make a difference when you're looking at interest rates and how much you have to put down and what programs you qualify for. So it's extremely important to know what's in your credit and how to dispute that information. And then the other thing I would say or recommend is, find yourself a reputable real estate agent or realtor. Talk to friends, family, and colleagues, and talk to, who did they use, during their process. You want to get referrals because you really want to work with somebody who's going to be committed to you as a client and will treat you as if you're their only client, even if they have
Yeah,
45 clients. You know what I mean? So get
exactly.
some referrals, and also you want somebody who understands your needs, what you desire, but also somebody who is going to be able to produce reputable professionals that they work with so that they can save you time and energy, and it can make your home buying experience as smooth as possible.
Outstanding, outstanding. Thank you for that. I
You're
appreciate that.
welcome.
Sounds like I would be in good hands if I came to you and say, "Okay, Charlene, I'm looking to buy a house, and I don't know what I need to do first." And so you definitely set me up great there. And on the home seller side, so do you work with sellers also?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I work with everyone. I work with investors, I work with buyers, and I work with sellers. So
Gotcha, gotcha. All right. So on the seller side, identify some things that you would think that you would, I mean, that you would want a seller to know, and how they can benefit from your advice. What would you tell them both before you win the listing or earn the business, and then after? Now you have the listing. What are we talking about? Curb appeal, staging? Are you talking about those things? Fill us in.
yeah, so definitely you want to understand the market. And so I know a lot of you guys probably hear about whether it's a buyer's market or the seller's market. That's extremely important. And just to unravel that a little bit is that, when you hear if it's a buyer's market, meaning that there typically is a lot of inventory, and so there isn't, it's not as competitive to find a new home, right? Um, so that's typically what that means. When it's the sellers, typically means that inventory isn't as grand, and that people may be pricing homes more than what they're valued at, and they're looking for the highest possible bidder to purchase their home. So that's typically what a seller's market is. So definitely know which market, the climate you're in. Um, I would also say you want to stage your home, cleaning, get rid of old stuff, depersonalize your home, because you want folks who are walking in to envision what it would be like for them if they were to live in your home. And then the
Yeah.
final thing I would say on that is, just be open to concessions and, home viewings. If you have a reputable agent, this person is going to do everything possible to get your home sell, but we need you to be open to showings. Obviously, with the help of your agent, it helps just to get as much traffic and as much exposure to your home. And then also, too, if you're finding when your home is listed that it's sitting for a while, concessions are extremely important because it can help, make the difference between your house sitting longer or getting sold.
Nice, outstanding, outstanding. That's some great advice there. What drew you to the real estate as a career? What drew you to
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
why
was
real estate?
you know, part of it was my desire to be my own boss.
Okay.
I want to set my own hours. I want to invest in myself and my community and my family, and I just want to build generational wealth. So that's really one of the biggest things that attracted me. I also like the versatility in the work environment. Your real estate is always evolving and changing. There's
Mhm,
always new
mhm,
trends.
mhm.
There's always something to learn.
Always something, right?
Um, exactly. And so also, I want to help people make informed decisions about a major milestone in their life. And so, I'm serving in the capacity as a counselor, a life coach, or, just somebody that I can help make an informed decision, help people make an informed decision, which really piggybacks just on my career in human services anyway, of being in the helping capacity. So that's what really drew me to the arena of real estate.
Outstanding, outstanding. I want to circle back to something that you said about the home buyer. One of the pieces of advice that you gave is to save money. Um, I That's a piece that is not talked about a lot.
Hmm.
It's not talked about a lot in the community. It's always the conversation is always looking outside of your own ability to present yourself in the best possible light that you can, and look outside and see who else has money to help you. What down payment programs? which I love down payment programs in the sense that they can help uh, fill in the gap. Um, but what are you seeing there with buyers? Are you seeing buyers come to you with no cash? Are you seeing them? What are you seeing coming in the door?
Yeah, so the folks that I work with typically have some saved, whether that is through their personal accounts, retirement, or maybe they will have some family contributions. But typically, it's under the 3.5% saved. Typically which people would put down for the purchase of a new home.
Mhm,
And so it a lot of times folks are needing assistance with down payment. And because of the market and things are, competitive, it's that's why it's all that much more important to be able to come to the table, which as much as possible to put down. It also gives you a competitive edge. We're currently in what I think most professionals would liken to be a seller's market. So,
mhm,
prices are being set at a certain time,
mhm,
a certain price frame, and then people are overbidding on that. And so
mhm,
if there's a house that you desire, you may have to come to the table with more money
mhm.
to put down to get the home of your dreams. So that means that the more that you save, you can potentially offer more if this is a home you really really desire or want.
Outstanding, outstanding. Flipping on to the seller side, I heard you talk about staging and that kind of thing. And I've gone to open houses before, and I've seen um, certain I'm not sure why this is the case, but it seems like it's just a lot of clutter sometimes.
Hmm.
In the open house I see, there's a lot of clutter. There was no effort really to present the house in the best light possible. So I understand you may not be able to move the furniture out, but certainly there are opportunities to hide material so that Mr. Home Buyer, Mr. Home Seller can kind of see through the furniture and
Right.
envision themselves in that house. What would you say to that seller that may have that full house and may not be as versed or have the know not how on landscaping tips and curb appeal? What would you say to them?
So the first thing is lighting. Lighting is extremely important. So, when I'm showcasing a client's house, I will definitely, pull up the shades, open the blinds, and create as much light as possible. You also want to do a thorough deep clean of the home. So that's, sweeping and mopping your floors, getting rid of any stuff that you're not going to take to your new home or, with you when you leave. Um, I would also, strongly recommend that when staging, and especially if you're not looking to, spend a lot of money on staging, little things as far as like replacing the covers of light fixtures, banisters, painting. If affordable, you may want to restain hardwood floors. So you can do little things without incurring a lot of costs that make a huge difference when you're staging your home. And even, as far as, painting the exterior in certain parts of it. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to spruce up the home, but it is extremely important when I'm working with a client to do staging.
Outstanding, outstanding, awesome, awesome. Again, everyone, this is Charlene Traylor, as you can see on the screen, eliminating barriers to home owners and home sellers as well with Caldwell Banker. That's her contact information. You definitely want to give her a call. As you can hear, she's very knowledgeable about the home buying and home selling process. So she has some great advice for you, some great tips for you. So you definitely want to give her a call today. And so, coming up next, what drew you or attracted you to your current brokerage? What do you like about 'em?
Yeah, I mean, Coldwell Banker, honestly, I interviewed with about four different brokerages before I selected Caldwell. And what really stood out about Caldwell was the proximity to my community. So that
Mm,
was a big one. And they were already servicing my community. Um,
okay.
Also, when I walked in the front door, the agents were diverse. There were people that looked like me, there were people that looked like my friends and family
Mhm,
members. So that was extremely important. So, diversity was obviously something that was important to them as well too.
yeah,
I really like the onboarding support that they provide for agents, as well as the tools and technology available. I'd never worked in real estate before, so I'm coming in green, and it was
Green.
just like, everything was provided to you, and there was support there, and not just of my broker, but also of other agents as well too. And then, Coldwell Banker is very highly regarded in the real estate industry, so it just was a perfect match.
Outstanding. Shout out your location.
I work at the Capitol Hill office in Washington D.C.
Outstanding, outstanding. So, what would you say? And I know I heard you say before you haven't been in the real estate industry very long, but what would you say for the tenure that you have been practicing real estate or doing selling and buying and all that kind of good stuff? What would you say has made you successful? What's the secret sauce made you successful?
It's something that I've used throughout my professional career, always being willing to go the extra mile. And
Mhm.
especially, working in real estate, I'm always willing to go that extra mile to make the buying and listing process as seamless as possible and enjoyable for my clients. And so, I have a lot of late nights, early mornings, but that's okay. The joy and satisfaction that I see on my client's face from that work, it just makes me happy, and it motivates me just to keep on keeping on. So that's really one of the biggest things that's made me successful. I think another piece is partnering with reputable industry professionals. Nobody knows everything, so
Right.
if I can pick up the phone and call Sean, or uh, contractors that I work with, or appraisers, that I know that I've used in some capacity or have been referred to. I know that I'm referring quality individuals to my clients, and that's always been a driving force with me, and especially my work in human services, is referring people to places or resources that are actually going to help them and provide
Yes.
quality care. So I think that that's also made me successful. And I would also say, just educating myself on the various resources, tools, and real estate trends, and just to help my clients save time and money. So whether that's at a home
Mhm.
extended home warranty program, or
Mhm.
reputable home insurance providers,
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
also learning different platforms to make the signing of the numerous documents, for selling or buying,
Big,
easier
big,
for my
thick
client.
documents, right?
Yes, exactly. So, it's just always learning. Um, it's just, it never stops. And I'm just very happy to have the opportunity to be able to learn and be able to share with my community and my colleagues and just my friends. Yeah.
Outstanding. So my experience with you, absolutely, you're dead on, man. You're laser focused when you call me about any client. I mean, there's no. This is what we need. Talk to me about how can we do this. Here's an issue. What are your thoughts about this? How do we solve that? So definitely, you are the consummate professional. So it's a pleasure to have known you and work with you. Now
Thank
in the community, you're welcome. Absolutely, absolutely. So how have you served, or are you serving in the community? Talk to me about your community efforts, that you're even those that are coming up.
Yeah. Well, something that I would say I've been doing is becoming more involved in national and local initiatives, fostering home
Okay.
ownership and just great real estate practices. So, I've been attending budget meetings, FY23 budget meetings, just to understand, where money in the district or in Maryland and Virginia is going to as it relates to real estate, and how can that assist and help my clients. I'm learning about rezoning and community investment projects, which again are extremely helpful, as I'm going out with my clients and they're looking for communities where they can grow and thrive in. So this information is extremely helpful. And also too, I'm an advocate and a supporter of the National Association of Realtors, which I am a member of,
Wow.
in supporting their initiatives to, increase fair housing for everyone, improved access to home ownership, and also just the economic recovery from COVID for landlords and sellers. So
Outstanding.
these are some of the ways in which I've been supporting and helping my community. And something else too, I think this is extremely helpful, is that I've attended some volunteering opportunities with some of the community groups. And it's really good just to hear what's going on, in the community, and to talk to people and to hear what it is that they want, what it is that they desire, or what are some of the issues. And so when I'm at different, meetings or opportunities to, hear the voice of the community, I'm able to relay that information.
Outstanding, outstanding. I see why you're successful. It's not just about helping a home buyer buy a home or a home seller sell their home, but you're actually in the community working behind the scenes to make the home buying and home selling experience a little bit better, a little bit easier. So that's outstanding. So
Thank
as
you.
we close out here, I want to give you an opportunity to go ahead and share something that you don't mind sharing, a fun fact about yourself.
Yeah, so I hope I'm not alone in this, but I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I have read all the books, I've seen all the movies. I even got an opportunity to visit the store in New York that they opened up and
Wow.
had a whole Harry Potter experience. So, I'm just a huge Harry Potter buff. My hope is one day to visit Orlando and just have that whole Harry Potter experience at Universal Studios. So, that's something unique about me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's that's awesome. That's so when you go, bring back some memorabilia and we'll bring you back on the show and talk about your experience in Orlando.
Yeah, well, I wish I would have known. I would have brought my wand. I do
No,
have a wand, so yes, I do have a wand.
outstanding, outstanding. So any closing thoughts as we close out the show today?
Well, again, I'd just like to thank you for this opportunity. And just please, feel free to reach out to me via cell or email or text. If anyone is looking to buy or sell a home or just has some general questions, at the end of the day, my goal is to provide information. And if, people want to work with me, then I'm appreciative of that. But really, my goal is to get the information out so that everyone who wants to be a homeowner can be a homeowner and have access to homeownership.
Outstanding. So this number here is the best number to reach you, 202-390-9435.
Yes, it is.
Outstanding. And her email is charlene.trailer@cbrealty.com. You see that on the screen. Definitely give her a call. As you can hear, she's a people person. She's looking to help you to achieve your dream, whether it's on the buying side or the selling side or in
Yes.
the community. So awesome. Kudos to you,
Thank you, John.
and clapping it up for you. Thank you so much for being
Yay.
on the show. And you have a fantastic rest of your day, okay?
All right, same to you. Thank you again. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in for this episode of Real Pro Fridays. Next week, we have an awesome guest coming to us from EXP Realty. So you want to tune in, go to register, go to this website and register for next week. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to post in social media Charlene's contact information so you can reach her after the show because we want to get out this awesome material that she has prepared for you and her top 10 home buyer tips and home seller tips. So definitely do that. And then so closing thought, make sure that you make the main thing, whether it's your family, you're involved with them, make them the main thing. If it's your customer, buyer, seller, make them the main thing. If it's your friends, your family, you're out, make them the main thing. Enjoy your weekend.